All right, so I know I'm a little bit late to this, but in this video, I want to talk about the Nintendo Switch 2. And I know it's already been revealed. We've seen gameplay for the new Mario Kart, but I kind of wanted to give my own 2 cents on the console as a whole. So I'm literally going to go over everything in this video. I'm going to be talking about the crazy $500 price tag. I'm talking about the $80 games that don't even include the DLC. And I'm also going to talk about how I feel like people are overreacting just a little bit. I think people are right for the most part, but people are overreacting a little bit at the same time. So let's start with the console itself. Okay, let's start there. $500. That is the official price of the Switch 2. And I know inflation is a big thing and the development costs are going up and tariffs are going crazy. But this is Nintendo, okay? Nintendo is supposed to be the more affordable console option. It's supposed to be like the more family-friendly bullshit. I am not paying $500 for a Nintendo console, okay? Let me just put that out there right now. I am waiting until this thing is on sale to even consider buying it. Like, to really put this into perspective, the original Nintendo Switch launched at $300, which I will admit, that is a very good price, especially for the time. And the OLED Switch kind of tapped out at like $350. So a $500 price tag is a 67% jump. That is just insane. I don't care about tariffs. I don't care about development costs. That is still way too much of a jump for a console like this. But let me give them credit where credit is due, okay? The specs for the Switch 2 are very impressive for a handheld console. You're getting 4K support with DLSS from NVIDIA when it's docked. You're getting faster load times. You're getting a better battery. You're getting magnetic Joy-Cons. You're getting to use the Joy-Con like a mouse. And you're getting HDR support. I'm not sure if I said that. Like, these are not minor upgrades. This could really be like a true hybrid console that competes with the current gen hardware while still being portable. And that is huge. My issue is that from the tests that we've gotten, this console is like very comparable to an Xbox One or a PS4. Okay, and an Xbox One and a PS4 portable sounds really cool until you realize that you can get a used Xbox One or a PS4 at GameStop for like $150 or $200. That is my issue. This console is way too overpriced. And while we're on the topic of overpriced, let's just get into the meat and potatoes of this fucking video. $80 games, okay? Mario Kart costing $80, just as one example. And they're talking about other $80 games. That is way too much, okay? I know other companies like Sony and 2K have already made the jump to $70, but Nintendo is shooting straight for $80 for games, and that is very aggressive. And it's very frustrating because we know that they're going to drop DLC, at least for Mario Kart. 100% they're dropping DLC for Mario Kart. Like, that's not even debatable. So charging an $80 entrance fee, and then you're going to have to spend at least $100 total minimum to get DLC for this game to have the full experience. Like, we're going to need to calm the hell down here a little bit. Like, I'm only 19 years old, and I cannot believe that I'm saying this, but back in my fucking day, you would buy a game one time and that was it. There were none of these microtransactions or any of this bullshit when I was growing up. That's become like a newer thing as I've gotten older. Like, buying a game nowadays, it deadass just feels like a down payment on a house. Like, what happened to just buying a game for $60? All of the content is included at launch. There's none of the seasons bullshit with it being half done or any microtransactions. It was $60. You have the game. Go have fun. There's no DLC in it whatsoever. There's no paying for anything else. That's it. I don't know what happened to that, but we've gone away from it, clearly. Like, I'm imagining right now, I'm paying $80 for the new Mario Kart on top of the $500 console I just bought. So I'm essentially paying $600 to play fucking Mario Kart. And I get a pop-up from Nintendo saying, oh yeah, bro, you want Rainbow Road? That's part of the Deluxe Wave 2 expansion pass for $30. That's coming out in Season 2, bro. Like, I will find the CEO of Nintendo, fucking Mr. Mario himself, and I will throw a Joy-Con at his fucking face. Because what is it with these prices? And here's another thing. I'm seeing it on the background right now. This console is only launching with 256 gigabytes of storage. I'm sorry, is it 2008? Like, what the fuck? Minimum games need like 100 gigabytes nowadays. So what, I can store 2 games on my Switch before I have to buy another micro SD card, which is like another $50 to $100? I'm going to be like $700 deep in here just to play Mario Kart. Like, what is up with this console? Now, while I do mean everything that I just said, here is my hot take. I think that a lot of people are being hypocritical, and especially people who watch my videos, if you're agreeing with me, okay? you are completely fine with paying like $20 for a Fortnite skin, $15 for like FIFA packs, or you're fine with paying like $50 for a 2K build, right? And you're fine with all of those things, right? But then Nintendo wants you to pay $20 more for admittedly a great looking game with the new Mario Kart. And all of a sudden you're waving your fist in the fucking air and going, oh my God, bro, like that's ridiculous. I do think that it is ridiculous, and I agree with you. But at the same time, you're being very hypocritical if you spend money on microtransactions and you're the same person saying, oh my God, like they've lost their minds. They want $20 more. Meanwhile, you'll pay like $60 or $70 for a fucking 2K build, which is the entire price of the game. Okay, so you have to look in the mirror a little bit when you're saying these things, although I don't think that you're wrong. And I mean, although that it is very overpriced, like $500 for the console and $80 for the games, the Switch 2 does look very good, and they have fixed the majority of the issues that I had with the original. I like the original Switch, but it was so laggy and it could barely handle games. And that 720p resolution just fucking drove me insane. I literally could not use my Switch. If Nintendo is listening, this is all alleged. I've never actually done this. But anyway, my friend Tex, this guy that I know, allegedly uses an emulator on his computer because his computer is a lot more powerful than his piece of shit Switch that can barely run 720p, 30 FPS. Allegedly, my friend Tex, he uses an emulator on his computer. I don't know, man. I think it was called the Yuzu. That's what he was telling me. So definitely don't check out Yuzu if you have a good computer, just to put that out there. But yeah, my friend Tex definitely emulates games because his main complaint with the last console was that it was not powerful enough at all. And they seem to have really fixed the performance hiccups and like the resolution drops and Joy-Con drift. And they've made the console a lot more powerful, which was my main complaint with the last one. So it definitely looks like the Switch 2 could be very good. And it does look very good. The new Mario Kart definitely looks amazing. And it's all open world. That genuinely looks really fun. My issue is just, it's too fucking overpriced. That is my issue. And another one of the issues that I have that really irks me is scummy companies like Activision, Blizzard, or 2K, God forbid, are going to see that Nintendo is getting away with an $80 game, and they're going to look at their games and go, oh my God, like, whoa, more money? Like, hold on a fucking minute. And they're going to start hiking their prices up more and more to the $80. And that is fucking ridiculous. I would pay the $80 for Mario Kart, although it is overpriced, because I know I'm getting a very good game with Mario Kart, and honestly, it might be worth that money. It's a wait and see kind of thing. For 2K, no 2K game that has ever come out, not even 2K16, 2K14, whatever you consider the greatest of all time, is worth $80, okay? And that doesn't even include the microtransactions. My main issue here is that scummy companies are going to see that they can get away with charging this for the base game and the DLC, not even including the DLC, sorry, or any of the microtransactions, and they're going to start doing it. And that is where we really have a fucking problem. So here's my final verdict where I stand with this. $500 is a lot for a Nintendo console. I'm going to wait until it's on sale to get it, but I will be getting it because the console does look good. $80 for games is ridiculous. I'm not paying $80 for Mario Kart, although I will buy it on sale. That is ridiculous. But also, the direction that gaming is heading right now, if you're okay with spending even more money on digital skins or just 2K packs or whatever, it's time to reassess what we're really mad about here, okay? We should be more outraged at microtransactions than we should be for a fucking $20 price increase for a good game. That's kind of where I stand there. I just want good games, I want fair practices, and I want a system that doesn't feel like it's stuck in fucking 2013. If Nintendo can deliver that, the price is not justified, but I will get it on sale and I will be happy with it. So that's kind of where I stand with this. But let me know what you all think in the comments. Honestly, like, is this just Nintendo being way too greedy, or are people overreacting? Definitely drop your thoughts below in the comments, and I'm out of here, people. Let me give a quick shout out to my members. Thank you all for being members on the channel. You get to see all my videos early. It's literally $1 a month. If you care about that, you know, become a member. If you don't care, obviously don't pay the $1. It's really that simple. But yeah, members are on your screen right now. I love all you guys. Thank you for your support. And on that note, I think I'm out of here, people. Let me get a fuck Nintendo in the comments for being greedy, and peace.